After visiting United States, Rizal lived in London from May 1888 to March 1889. He chose the English city to be his new home because of three reasons: to improve knowledge of the English language, to study and annotate Morga's success de las Islas Filipinas. London was a safe place for me to carry my tithe against Spanish tyranny. Rizal was on board the city of Rome. While on board, Rizal entertained the American and European passengers with his marvelous skill of the yo-yo as a defensive weapon. Rizal arrived at Liverpool, England on May 24, 1888. He spent his night in Adelphi Hotel. Rizal wrote to his family, "Liverpool is a big and beautiful city and its celebrated port is worth of its great fame. The entrance is magnificent and the custom house in quiet good." By the end of May, he found a modest boarding place at number 37 Shalcott Crescent, Primrose Hill. Rizal became a boarder of the Beckett. Rizal came to know Dr. Reinhold Prost. "I was the librarian of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and an authority of Malayan language and customs. I called Rizal a peer of man. I was impressed by Rizal's teaming and character, and I'll be glad to recommend Rizal to the authorities of the British Museum." Rizal received a bad news from home: persecution of the Filipino patriots who signed the Anti-Char Petition 1858, persecution of the Calamba tenants, furious attacks on Rizal by the Senators Salamanca and Bida in the Spanish Cortes, Wenceslao Retana and Pablo Pace in Spanish newspaper. Friend of Rizal, Laureano Biado, a medical student at the University of Santo Tomas, was arrested and jailed in Bilibid prison because of the couples of notes that were found in his house. Rizal's brother-in-law, Manuel T. Hidalgo, husband of Satomina, and was exiled by Governor General Weyler to Bohol without due process of law.
The good news from home. One good news cheered Rizal, and that was Rev. Vicente Garcia's defense of Denali against the attacks of the friars. Rizal heard this good news from Mariano Ponce later. On January 7, 1891, he wrote to Father Garcia expressing his personal message. The annotation of Morga's work. Rizal's greatest achievement in London, he spent many days in the British Museum poring over materials about Philippines, Father Chirinos, Father Collins, Argensola, Plasencia, and etc. And for Rizal, Dr. Antonio de Morga's Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas was the best. He was so dedicated in his annotation and other studies that he even refused to help edit a newspaper as requested by Mariano Ponce. Rizal had a short visit to Paris in Spain. Rizal's experience in the place accompanied by Juan Luna and his Luna family. He stayed there for a week to study more historical materials in the Bibliothèque Nationale on December 11, 1888. He visited Madrid and Barcelona, surveyed political situations regarding the agitations for Philippine reforms. He first met Mariano Ponce and Marcela de H. del Pilar and started to be involved officially in the propaganda movement. Rizal celebrated Christmas and New Year's Day with the Beckett, his first Christmas on English soil. Rizal reflected on the true meaning of Christmas, not as a mere holiday but a remarkable date to remember Christ's birth. Rizal's landlady, Miss Beckett, knowing of his interest in magic, gave him as Christmas gift a book entitled The Life and Adventures of Valentine Vox, the ventriloquist. Rizal had a romantic interlude with the eldest of the three Beckett sisters, Gertrude Beckett, or Getty, was a buxom English girl with brown hair, blue eyes, and pink cheeks. She was attracted to Rizal and had always loved to be with him. And our hero, being away from home, in return found little inspiration with the English girl. Although he did not pursue his love for Gertrude because he was still in a relationship with Leonor Rivera, in the time I would not want to be Untata was his romantic affair that drove Rizal to Paris in 1889, leaving London for that he could marry Gertrude. Rizal writings in London. Other than annotating Borges' work, Rizal wrote a lot in London, including articles in La Solaridad, La Vision del Fray Rodriguez, a counter-attack on the irrational criticism of Fray Rodriguez on Noli. Under the pseudonym Dimas Alang, Rizal satirically attacked Fray Rodriguez through presenting a spirited conversation between the friar and Saint Augustine. It exposed how senseless was Fray Rodriguez's writing, and that it deserves punishment. People will find him ridiculous. Letter to the Women of Malolos written in Tagalog. The Malolos women pursued the establishment of their school despite the opposition of Father Felipe Garcia. Rizal becomes leader of Filipinos in Europe. By an unanimous vote of all members, Rizal was chosen honorary president of society called Asociación La Solaridad, La Solaridad Association. This was the recognition of his leadership among all Filipino patriots in Europe. Rizal and the La Solaridad newspaper. On February 15, 1889, Graciano Lopez Jaena founded the patriotic newspaper called La Solidaridad in Barcelona, Spain. It was published on March 25, 1889, 6 days after he left London for Paris. Rizal's first article in La Solidaridad was entitled Los Agricultores Filipinos. Rizal was forced to leave London. Gertrude's love for him has turned serious. He could not take advantage of her affections, and she would not be happy because Rizal was in love with Leonor Rivera. He decided to move to Paris so she may forget him. Adios to London.